I have known about Sonic.exe for long now, but I still hate it because of how bad it's written. Sure, Sally.exe and Rouge.exe have done a better job, but this story feels like the creator doesn't know how to write a creepypasta. And don't get me started in the bad Sonic.exe fan games. Speaking of fan games, I was given a random Sonic.exe that was oddly different. I think I should tell you my experience about it. I was exploring the internet like always and trying to find a Sonic.exe game on Gamajolt. I found this Sonic.exe fan game that is called Sonic.exe, The Perfect Ending. The thumbnail had Tails with Sonic.exe behind him. When I got to its page, it showed the victims from both Sonic.exe and Sally.exe on top. Tails, Scream, and Robotnik are on the left, while Amy, Knuckles, and Sally are on the right. It also showed what appears to be gameplay screenshots with Tails, Amy, and Scream. I can't remember what they look like, but I just know they are there. There were a few dislikes and views and there were no comments. I decided to download the game, because I thought the game was gonna be cool. When the game was downloaded, it was different. Instead of the name it had, it was called Tikal.exe. I thought to myself, what does Tikal have to do with the game? Instead of a cool icon, it had the same icon Sonic.exe, Sally.exe, and Rouge.exe had, except the ring is dark orange. I realized I just got scammed, but something about this game got me interested. I decided to investigate the game further by playing it, because I am not a coder. The game starts off with a fake blue screen error. I never thought out of all Sonic.exe fan games, this end game starts off with a fake blue screen. When the blue screen got to 100%, the face turns into a smile before it cuts to static for 1 second and then turns into a black screen. After waiting for 5 seconds, text appeared in my computer. You want round 4? Round 4? I thought to myself. Isn't Rouge.exe supposed to be the final installment of the Sonic.exe series? Then another text appeared. Then take this as a reward. But this will be the final round. After this, the word Sega came on my computer screen. No changes or anything, just normal. Then the background turned black with Sonic appearing out of nowhere. Then the main menu came up. The menu itself is from Sonic the Hedgehog 3. When I pressed start, the menu did the exact thing Sonic.exe did before cutting into a black screen. Darkened sky, rusty title emblem, Sega 666, you name it. But it wasn't hyper-realistic. As the original creepypasta said. I did also notice something different besides the other stuff I mentioned. The Sonic the Hedgehog text changed into the fun just began. It was weird at first, but I didn't mind it, since I like how it's trying to be different. It went into a black screen for 5 seconds, before more text appeared. There were others, before you, but their time was up. The text lasted for 6 seconds before another pair of text appeared. Now you will get to join them. Then the save files popped up. The background is Mystic Cave from Sonic 2, except it got creepier. Instead of 3 characters, it has now 4 characters. The characters in the files were Mighty, Honey, Blaze, and Tikal herself. Their sprites were really good, besides the fact they came from other people. The song in the background is Narrowing Close from Resident Evil. When I tried to pick the other characters, the error sound played. So I had to start the game off with Mighty. Except for waiting for the laugh, the game just takes me right into it once I select a character. It begins with the title cards that say Alone, Act 1. Then it showed Mighty in Hilltop Zone. There was little fog and the sky was almost like a dark white blue. The music in the background was Free Fire Zone from Oddworld, a best of ice. I made Mighty go to the right to see if there is something good. There is nothing interesting but walking across the level. I did see some text like where is your friend? Do you feel lost? And do you think you might be hearing things? After 1 minute of walking, Mighty stopped at the corpse of Ray. The music also stopped when Mighty stopped. Ray was torn into limbs and lost his eyes. Mighty had a shocked expression on his face for 7 seconds after seeing what happened to Ray and started to break down in tears. I can't blame him. He and Ray are good friends. After Mighty cried, for about 30 seconds, Sonic.exe appeared behind him. Mighty tried to fight back, but Sonic.exe just killed him like nothing before it went into a black screen. The scream when Tails or Knuckles gets killed can be heard, but it has pitched lower this time. Afterwards, text appeared that said you should step it up next time. The game takes me back to the save files, only this time Mighty is different. His pupils were gone, he lost one of his arms, and the red in him changed to blue. This game did feel like it is trying to be original. Unlike the totally original Sally.exe. I played as Honey next, since I know she may be the next. The title card then appears that says there is no hope, Act 2. It showed Honey in Sandopolis Soul at night. The song in the background this time is Candelaria from Penumbra. Just like I did with Mighty, I moved Honey to the right. There were no light switches nor high doors, but there were platforms this time. Some gaps are short, some gaps are long. I jumped from platform to platform for about 1 minute and 3 seconds before discovering Sally Akram standing in what appears to be a sand dispenser. The song cut along with her discovery. Since I am curious, I went up to her to see what happened. The game glitched for a few seconds before showing Honey standing where Sally used to be. Sally herself and the sand dispenser were gone, meaning sand started to rise above Honey. Schizophrenia from Say No You also played in the background. There were walls leaving her trapped, so I had to watch her die. When she touches the top, the screen cuts to black and plays a sound of what appears to be Honey getting crushed to death. The music was also cut at that part. After for like 2 seconds, text appeared saying there is no point in saving them. Then I was taken back to the save files like last time. Honey's head was split in half and she had red eyes. There were only 2 characters left now, Blaze and Tikal. I knew if I tried Tikal, it might play an error sound. So I had to play as Blaze next. Just like the others, it begins with the title card. The title itself says it is useless, Act 3. The act showed Blaze in ice cap zone. It looked like it was very cold and instead of some random song, the sounds of what it feels like to be honest only they can be heard. Just like the last zone however, I only have to walk. I walked for about like 1 minute and 30 seconds before Rouge.exe showed up. Blaze tried to use her powers, but the fire had turned to ice. Rouge.exe just laughed at this before grabbing Blaze by the neck. She walked a few inches close to the cliff and then threw Blaze into the water. I finally landed at the bottom of the pit, but there were no bubbles nor springs. I was forced to wait until the drowning music started. Once the countdown went to 0, Blaze finally drowned. But instead of going up and down like normal, she just floats up while being turned into ice. After a few seconds, it went into a black screen and the sound stopped. A creepy woman's laugh can be heard while this is happening. Then text showed up 2 seconds later after that laugh saying souls like you will be ours to have. The same save files were back, but now the gate is gone. Blaze has no eyes and just stares at me. There were words where the characters used to be that said you will die. The only character left now is Tikal. I am interested in seeing what they have in store for her. I also noticed my computer started to glitch a little bit. I don't know why, but it just happened. I went ahead and played as Tikal last. I remember there was a flash for 1 second that said good luck before it went into the game. The final title card, but with one difference. The shape is now red for some reason. The title itself says, number, act. This is a very strange title. Then the game shows Tikal in Hidden Palace Zone from Sonic 3, except the zone itself is black and white. The Master Emerald is broken in half, while the other emeralds seem to be missing. There is a sound playing in the background this time, but it is actually fan-made now. I am not sure if this is supposed to sound sad or creepy. I also noticed there is an emerald radar, meaning I have to collect some emerald shards. I had finally gone to the left this time. I noticed two paths in the way. One goes up and the other goes. The only thing they have in common is that, if I go to each one of them, the emerald radar turns yellow. I decided I needed to go up first. I walked for about 10 seconds before finding an emerald shard above me in a platform. I jumped to the right and then collect it. Now I'm on the bottom path. I had to do platform jumps for 55 seconds before finding myself with monitor boxes. The emerald radar said an emerald shard was there, so I had to jump on every single monitor box until I found it. After finding emerald shards from both sides, I went on the right to find the other two. I started with the bottom one and oh boy, there was a lot of platforming. I had to do many jumps for about 1 minute and 2 seconds before finding myself nothing. But I knew something must be hidden in the walls, so I went behind the wall and grabbed an emerald shard. Now in the top of the right, I only had to jump on a platform, as they got higher. Once I got to the highest platform, I collected an emerald shard and static appeared for like 7 seconds. The music stopped playing and I have a bad feeling about what is going to happen. I had headed back to where I started from and then an emerald shard appeared in where I spawned. This shard itself was red this time. I don't know why, but I think it might belong to the X's. Once I collected it, Sally.exe appeared in front of Tikal. Tikal tried to escape, but Rouge.exe also appeared in front of her as well. Soon, Sonic.exe and the souls, including the souls of Mighty, Ray, Honey, and Blaze, appeared above me. Chaos's head can also be seen. I mean he is made out of water, but how can you kill someone that is made out of water? Then, text appeared, "You are my final dish, Mary." I am surprised Sonic.exe knows my name. Then more text appeared. I have been waiting all these years to do this. Now I got the chance to do so. It cuts to static for a second before showing the characters in Green Hill Zone. More text have appeared saying "I will make you see, I will make you free." It cuts to another static for a second before showing the characters in Scrap Brain. Even more text has appeared saying "They played with your life. They played with your mind." It cuts to static for a second for the final time before showing the characters in from Sonic.exe. The last text from him was "And now, it is our turn to play with them." Sonic.exe, Sally.exe, and Rouge.exe launched towards Tikal before cutting to a black screen. The sounds of Tikal screaming while being tortured can be heard. After like 19 seconds of this, it got quiet for 5 seconds before a text appeared that said "I got everything I wanted." Then it cuts to static before showing Tikal. She has a split jaw, blue eyes, and blood bleeding from her eyes. She just stares at me. I don't know what to say. I looked at my right before I looked at my left. Just as I was about to get a drink, Tikal jump-scared me with error screens popping up everywhere. I tried to close them, but there were too many. It was no use, as I watched my computer change into a real blue screen from all of this lag. Once the computer restarted, I did my logging and saw all of my files gone. I didn't know the game I installed had a virus. I tried to use Windows File Recovery, but it was damaged. I decided I needed a new computer. I went back to the Sonic.exe, the perfect ending page, to give it a dislike and comment. However, everyone else had told their experience as well. Some comments like "this game is a scam?" Do not play. And why did you make this game? People in the comments also noticed that the person who made the game didn't respond at all. I guess whoever made this Tikal.exe game didn't like other people very much. I knew I should have looked at the comments before playing this game. It has been 2 months since I played the game. I tried to find its page, but it was taken down. This might be the last time I see the so-called Sonic.exe, the perfect ending game, or, as it originally is, Tikal.exe.